Hello, Sagittarius. It's Marbird, and welcome to Daughter of Wind Tarot. I feel like you have something very distracting. Honestly. I always say this because I got into your energy, and then all of this like happened like really quickly, and I'm like, this has got to be Saggy. Like Libra, I had a really I kept watching the people outside, and it turned out Libra was really watching the other people around them. I feel like you've got someone that like moves the goalposts on you. What does that mean? So that means that someone's like, oh, this is where we're going to go. And then all of a sudden you come back to them, they're like, actually, this is where we really want to go. Or this is what we really want to, like, whatever you think is a goal or whatever you're supposed to do, like, they just keep, like, moving them. And it's throwing you off a little bit. I don't necessarily feel thrown off, but I definitely could feel thrown off if I didn't know the tactic that somebody was using. Right? And it may seem, a lot of people, like, I could easily get, if I were to tell anybody other than my audience here, what I was feeling, I would totally get gaslighted. Somebody be like, you're just reading too much into that. I know what I feel. I know what somebody's trying to do. And I trust myself. And I feel like you need to trust yourself with your instincts as well. I think that's a really big deal right now. So, Saggy, let's get into your, what is your current financial situation, okay? Yeah, I feel it very, very strongly. And you might be like, am I a crazy person? Current financial position, you were open about it. You're comfortable with it. You're comfortable talking about it. You're comfortable learning about it. I feel like you have, like, this is an open throat chakra when we talk about current financial position. Like, you have no problems, like, talking about where you're at, how you've gotten to the place where you're at, whether you're in a good place or a bad place or whatever. It's not something that's, like, hidden under the sink anymore or out in the back shed or something like that. I like this energy a lot. We're going to, yeah, look at that. Oyster and Nightingale. I love that so much. Very open, very comfortable with where you're at. And here's the thing is, like, you may want more or you may need more, require more, whatever, but you're comfortable in recognizing like where you need to be, what you need to do to get there. I don't feel like there's any avoidance issues here. So I'm feeling that, like, I like that. Maybe that's why you got some lurkers, right? People are very, oh, there's the thread. There's the thread. Who did we just have? And I was supposed to do Scorpio, and all of a sudden I jumped into Saggy. Interesting. Yeah, you are comfortable talking about it, and I feel like you're attracting some people that are like, ooh, this person looks stable. This person looks. We're just going to clarify this a little bit. Your current financial position quickly with some tarot. Yes. Yes, Sagittarius. Sorry, I'm so excited for you. This is such a positive, like, this is 9 of Pentacles. You've got your own money. You don't have to rely on anybody else for it. You have a way. There's a will, there's a way you're going to make it. And this is like, 8 of Wands is all about communication. I'm trying to think if this has any Jupiterian. I feel like there's like this very big, like, you're going to get some big news, or this is the news. This is the news, right? That Sagittarius is in a good place. Singing it from the, like, you may not be like, hey, I'm making a lot of money, but you have resources. Wealth doesn't always mean actual cash in the bank. It means those ideas, but the willingness to go out and, like, make those things happen. Like, doing what you need to do and being open about it, regardless of where you're at. Right? It's all about communication. It's all about being open. It's all about, like, telling the universe or not telling the universe what you need or what your needs are not. Like, I'm feeling like just super, like, oh, this might be the first time you felt this way in a long time, Saggy, as well. Let's go ahead and get, I'm not going to take that. We'll see if the pearl, I was going to say the pearl, the oyster comes out later. That was on the bottom. What's blocking Saggy's financial flow? All right, let me drop down into this really quickly. Yeah, there's a lot of excitement there. I like it. You might be onto something new as well, or something that you haven't, like, tried, or I just want to say performed. That's interesting. All right, Saggy. What's blocking your financial flow? You're not networking. You got this whole web built and you're not talking to anybody. You're not networking. You're not reaching out. You're not, okay, this could be definitely like, I know that I'm good at what I do, but can I convince others? Definitely like I wouldn't even say a failure to launch, just a, like a little bit of a self-worth, but like, what can I offer? Would people find this, you know what I mean? Like, willing to like do that own thing. I understand that it's very different of like being online and people like appreciating you online. 7,000 people have signed up, but how do I talk to somebody in the real world and tell them what I do and get them to purchase my products, right? And not come off like the psychic tarot reader, right? Or what I mean, that's going to tell you like, you're going to stop reading newspapers because there's something called the internet. You know what I mean? Like, really. And so you have all of the wherewithal, you have all of the knowledge, you have all the stuff, but I feel like you're just having a little bit of a difficulty. Like, right, you have the know-all, you have the downloads, you have the self, what have you, but how do you extend this out to other people? I totally understand it. Let's go ahead and get a little tarot on that. This is the what's blocking, and then we'll get into what the core beliefs are, and then what you can do to improve it, okay? What's blocking? Yeah. Son of Pentacles. Not moving forward on something because it's hesitancy. And like, this is like, you know, this is a very stable night when he's in the upright, when he's in the like, this is like, nothing's gonna happen. Like, okay, complete standstill. Standstill. Can't talk about it, can't go out about it, can't whatever it is. And then internally as well, what's blocking it is like, because you're not moving forward on this. Now, remember, these are like, you're like, oh, maybe, yeah, that resonates with me. But honestly, I want it to not resonate with you. Why? Because that means that it's coming up in the future for you, right? Like, we can all read somebody's energy and where they're at the time. I want you to know, you know, what's coming up for you. And so if you're feeling like you're getting to a bit of a stuck place, this is definitely an energy that you could reside in a little longer than you want to. So definitely make sure that you're staying open, that you're really considering all of the options, but like, just because you're considering and that you're researching and you're looking into something, make sure that you're taking like earthly, pentacly, and I say pentacly, coin. Pentacles just mean coin. They just mean earth. They just mean like it's in the 3D versus the 4D or the 5D or anything like that. Things that are ideas, right? 5D, pulling it down. Actually, I feel like ideas are more 4D. I feel like 5D is like your higher self or anybody like giving you that inspiration, that packet of information, that download. You in the 4D is like, this is what could possibly happen. And then in the 3D, you're putting things like, I'm going to make a website. I'm going to get photography. I'm going to like, you know what I mean? Bring things into until it's 1D and it's a coin in your hand, right? So yeah, you really need to put things into place. What are your core beliefs around money? We are going to go ahead and grab the animal deck. I'm really self-conscious about how I sound, and that's usually not, I usually find like I'm a little sexier when I got a deeper voice. So like being like talking on video or anything like that has never been a problem when I've been like remotely slightly sick or whatever, but for some reason I'm feeling like really self-conscious about it, and I feel like this is part of your energy. I feel like you're feeling really self-conscious about how you sound or how people are going to, like how it's gonna land, you know. What are your core beliefs? I get a little, I'm like, I can feel myself starting to shuffle a little faster, and I want all the cards to come out on their own and the energy that they're supposed to, instead of me forcing something. And that's why sometimes we knock on it. I am knocking with my left hand. That is the feminine side. I don't know if I've ever done that. Octopus. What are your core beliefs about money? Multitasking. I like this, actually. This is very balanced. This is not, you do not believe about putting all of your money into one basket. You believe in diversifying your portfolio. And regardless of whether you have a, like, a portfolio as far as investing is concerned, you have definitely invested in different types, different avenues, different thought forms, different whatever. You're not like one track mind, like this is the way it's gonna make, like we're gonna make money. You're like, how do I take this one idea and expound on it? And you're very good at it. I really like this. What are your core beliefs? This is really, and like, in that you feel that money is an actual tool, right? You don't depend on it. Like it's the sun all be all, whatever. You feel like it's an avenue in order to like get you to the places that you want to be. Like you find it literally like as a useful type of thing, and you don't wrap your entire identity up into it. I really like this. This is a very, very positive, let's go ahead and get a little more tarot on what your core beliefs are. That came out horizontal, deciding, having to make a decision. What are your core beliefs? Having to make a decision maybe on all of these different avenues of what you've got going on. Who else had this? Libra had like a, but they were watching somebody. They had a lot of options. They were a little confused, but they were really trying to gather more information. Here, I feel like it's just a matter of like, you need to roll with something. You need to commit to something. You need to make a decision and decide and then just roll with it, because this is on a fence energy. So this is on a fence, right? Or if it's in the bottom, it's on a fence, on a fence, on a fence. Like literally, you're going to have to make a decision and just roll with it and commit to it and then see what happens. But I'm not getting any bad vibes. Yeah, like here, like you might be juggling or balancing, trying to like make things more even with one opportunity or another. You've got a lot going on here and it may not be working out. And I think Spirit is saying like, instead of like spreading yourself too thin, even though you're doing a good job with all of this, like you need to find one main focus and stick with it, and perhaps the rest will either fall into place or will go ahead and sort itself out in the laundry as like natural type of fodder, like this wasn't going to work or happen or anything like that. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and just see like, what are the changes that you need to, they said tarot, what are the changes that you need to improve your financial status? We can always improve it, right? Even if you make a lot, you may get a Four of Pentacles that says save more or something, you know? So let's not take ourselves out of the running here yet. And you're like, I have enough. Sorry, I heard it. Well, I'm not sorry. I heard it. As I say, sorry, I have an, oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Feeling rejected. Oh. I was going to say feeling rejected by your social circle. No, I feel like this is, you need to reject your social circle. That's really interesting. What are the changes that need to be made? You need to, oh, look at all those cups. Emotional. This is what, 7 of Cups right here? 7 of Cups, a lot of options. You got to give up options. Yeah, you got to give up options. What did we say? 2 of Swords. You got to make a decision. You got to give up your options. When we and I never add these because there's a cup here. There's like a 4 of Cups with the 3 cups minus. That's a 1 cup. That's the cup of emotion or what have you. But I added it. Looking at it as a 7 of Cups, saying you need to break it down from like, I have all of these options. I need to break it down into the 1 cup. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Am I like learning to do algebra by doing tarot? I don't know. Am I? It's kind of crazy. I've never thought about it that way, but I suppose like you can, like the adding. I did this one other time with the adding, but it was just a feeling. But like this is just like something like maybe you need to start doing. Because like if you add it, it's a 7. If you subtract it, it's a 1. So it has something to do with the 7 of Cups, having too many options, feeling confused about something, about 1 cup of love. What do you love to do? What do you really want to do? What do you want to keep doing? Yeah. Talk about 360 degree. Like, wow, how cool is that? Like, I just learned how to, like, read tarot in a different way. I love it. That's amazing. What are my core beliefs? What are core beliefs are? No, these are the changes that you need to improve on. This means you need to, like, shut her down. Shut her down. So I feel like this is, like, actually the biggest running theme. Running theme in all of the readings that we're getting with this particular round is like Spirit saying, save your money. Something's coming. Save your money. Build something. Something's coming. Build something that's like doesn't have to do with physical contact. Again, there it comes again. I feel like, I don't know if it's going to be another lockdown. I don't know if it's going to be riots. I don't know. I keep getting this feeling, and I don't want to like talk things and whatever, but like this is what's coming up in these particular readings. This particular week is like, we need to like get back into a mode of making money where we do not depend on having to have physical contact with other people. We need to go online, or we need to like double down into like being a blacksmith or working with leather or something along those lines. Like, and I know it seems like really extreme, but if it's this running thread, like you need to have like an actual, I could do this physically that doesn't necessarily maybe have anything to do with digitally, or it is digitally. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like cover your ass. Cover your ass. This is cover your ass energy. Sorry. And I'm apologizing a lot. I don't want to apologize because it's coming out the way it needs to, okay? So let's go ahead and see what the final outcome is of this. And I'm like, I want to say, but this is Sagittarius. I didn't start off in Scorpio, which I was meaning to. What's this final outcome going to be? If things don't change, what will the final outcome be? And then if things do change, what will it be? Okay, yeah, a lot of contention, a lot of swords, a lot of ego, a lot of like confusion, but a lot of contention, a lot of people fighting you on it, perhaps. Like, this is other people. This is swords coming from other people. This is competition. The Four Swords, or excuse me, the Five of Swords is competition. Is people like not like this. If you don't change, taking maybe your company down from 20 people to maybe 5 people. I'm just trying to give people examples of like what it means to take out that third cup energy. It's like really reducing down to like what is important and what's really needed to be, because if not, there's going to be a lot of loss and a lot of fighting around it, which is just wasted energy, right? And then what is the outcome or advice? Well, we'll say, what is the outcome if you take the advice? That sounds better. Oh, Eight of Swords. Okay. I like it, though. I feel like it's honest. I feel like Spirit's like, yeah, you're going to be in your head about it. You're going to feel trapped about it, but it's going to be the truth. It's going to be truthful. It's going to suck. People are not going to understand you. People might blame you. This is all about a self-victimization card. Like, you may have to, like, I feel like all of a sudden, like, I'm getting, like, this tiny home vibe, like you may, or like construction, like you have a team of people that you're running. It could be at the hospital, right? They may not be particularly on your particular payroll that you're paying out yourself, but you're responsible. I don't know. I feel like you need to make based on truth and what you know and what is necessary, and like maybe making these decisions before you're having to make them. You know, some people may really be in their head about it. They may be this is literally the self-victimization card, but you know what the truth is. You know what needs to have to be done. That doesn't make what needs to be done in your particular area of work or what have you. You know what the truth is. It is undeniable. This is some tower ass energy here, right? You're going to have to make some decisions in order to make this happen. And people are going to be in their head about it, including yourself. It may suck. But let's think about sucking for like, you know, a month versus sucking for 10 years or never even making it past the 10-year mark because you did not unload or whatever. I'm getting these vibes of like, you know, a lot of people really got into Gary Vee. Was it Gary Vee or Grant Cardone? I think it might have been Grant Cardone at the beginning of like the very beginning of the pandemic. Like he unloaded, I don't know, like maybe 70% of his like immediately, like in March or something or April, and people were like, what are you doing? And it was the best decision he ever made. And he made a preemptive strike. This is okay, yeah. There we go. I'm like, as I get the hackles going down and up or whatever, preemptive strike here. Okay, whoever I'm talking to, you know who I'm talking to, right? This isn't someone that's like, I need to offload a bunch of kindergartners from my class. Or maybe it is. Maybe you're teaching your own private. I don't know what it is, but I'm just saying this is resonating hard with somebody, or it's not. And if it's not, move on, okay? I love you very much. We are going to get one card of real advice. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like something's... Can't make this shit up. I know canary didn't come up, but it's like sing your own song. Do your own thing. Don't worry about anybody else. No, this is a 3, right? This is all about knowing. Yes, it talks about the greater good, the other people, whatever, but it's like in your heart. This, oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, there are the chills. The canary in, I say the olden days, it maybe still be used. I don't know. Shh, PETA. Canaries back in the day were used in coal mines. They are the most sensitive, or I don't know if they are the most sensitive, but they were used as a sensitivity bird. Like if the canary died, everybody needs to get out. Like very quickly. Canaries were brought down into the hole of the coal mine because if the canary dies, that means there's something in the air and everybody needs to like evacuate quickly. Very, very quickly, okay? This is someone that is like sensitive of what's going on outside of them and saying, you know what, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm not going to hop on the bandwagon. I'm not going to get into this multi-level marketing scheme or whatever. The internet may not exist next year. How do I do my own thing? Do your own thing. Sing your own song. Excuse me. Pardon. Sing your own song. All right, I want to give you the warning, like when there are things around you that are going to make you sneeze, that are like, that are tickling, that there are things in your environment that are not healthy for you. Just put it that way, okay? All right, pay attention. I love y'all. Bye.